My name is Joe Biebrick. I'm the Baltimore District Project Manager for the Baltimore Coastal Storm Risk Feasibility Study. After Hurricane Sandy in 2012, the Corps of Engineers completed a study in the North Atlantic region that identified 9 areas that were vulnerable to coastal storm risk. And we began our work on this study in August of 2019. So Baltimore was chosen for this study because of its geography and location and its vulnerability to flooding from coastal storm events.
The goal of the Baltimore Coastal Study was to evaluate the vulnerability to coastal storms of the Baltimore metropolitan area and hopefully improve the resiliency of 2 coastal storms of the area. As part of the Baltimore Coastal Study, this project would ensure that we have continued access to the I-95 Fort McHenry Tunnel and the I-895 Baltimore Harbor Tunnel. We looked at 7 alternatives. The flood walls proposed around the tunnels was selected as the alternative because it provides the highest net benefit, which includes benefits to the economy, benefits to the regional economy, doesn't have significant environmental impacts, and it also provides other social benefits. The flood walls would be constructed along the sides of the tunnels, entrances, associated critical infrastructure, which are the ventilation buildings that serve those tunnels, and they would tie to higher ground, keeping the floodwaters out and maintaining the tunnels open. The Fort McHenry Tunnel and the Baltimore Harbor Tunnel are heavily used. The Fort McHenry Tunnel handles approximately 45 million vehicles per year, and the Baltimore Harbor Tunnel handles approximately 27 million vehicles per year. So it's really important to make sure that these critical transportation routes are maintained open.
So once we have a signed chief's report this July, we'll then move into the design phase where we execute a design agreement with our non-federal sponsor, which in this case is the Maryland Transportation Authority. And the design work will last about 2 to 3 years. And once the design work is complete, pending authorization and funding from Congress, we can move into the construction phase, which will last 3 to 4 years. This project seeks to keep both I-95 and 895 open during a coastal storm event, maintaining access to jobs, access for emergency services, as well as commercial transportation, which is critical now in light of the loss of a piece of critical infrastructure in Baltimore due to the Key Bridge collapse. As we've seen with the Key Bridge collapse, the loss of any piece of critical infrastructure is extremely detrimental. And with these tunnels being the last major piece remaining, any loss of time, any closure of these tunnels would have a tremendous impact on this community.